What's going on, guys? It's Easy. Welcome to my channel. So the next major update, Fresh Harvest 4.1 is almost here, coming on 25th September, and I have a lot of unofficial information to share with you guys regarding the new activities, storyline, Sharval Wild expansion, new zone, cycle of Strife is receiving huge changes and also familiar improvement, market changes, and there is so much more that I cannot share right now with you guys. But this major update is bringing so much stuff, and not to forget, new three legendary gems, 5-star, 2-star, and 1-star gem, which I have shared yesterday. And the 5-star legendary gem is looking really OP. The values are really insane, but I cannot share them with you guys at the moment until things go out officially on the blog post. But let's move forward with the new Sharval Wild, new quest and activities that we are going to get, because we have a lot of stuff to cover in this video, and this is just a sneak peek that I am allowed to share with you guys. So let's begin. We are getting the new zone, also the Shawal. New subzones are coming, and these are the names. Some of them are old and some of them are going to be the new one. And I'm really not good with remembering names, so pardon me. But anyways, let's move forward. Confront horrifying new enemies. And yes, we already seen the developer video where they have showcased the new enemy archetype, and they look disgusting and ugly as hell. But we will be facing new enemy types, which is looking really ugly, and I am excited to put them down. Those malakas are going down with the hands of my demon hunter. And moving forward, face Albrecht terrifying plan to transform Sanctuary. So expansion of the story arc, which is going to be quite nice, and also there are going to be couple of cutscenes which is going to look amazing. Then moving forward, finally we are getting bounties in the Sharval Wilds, and not only is that zone activities, hunt down and slay wanted monster. And with that, there are going to be zone achievements which you guys will be able to unlock, and this is actually really nice. The Sharwal Wilds is going to feel more alive with these activities and bounties, and give players more reason to come here. And also, I would like to add something here, that is, I am really hoping we are going to get the new dungeon. And are we getting a new dungeon? We shall see. But moving forward, let's see what else is in the store, and it's a lot. So I hope you guys are prepared, because Cycle of Strife is getting huge changes, and Fable Clock is for the shadows are also coming. There is a lot which I need to cover and explain to you guys here. So starting off, Shadow War changes. New matchmaking format for Shadow War. Each clan will now compete in 2 matches per week, just like before. However, points are earned for each matches that a clan wins, and also the traditional bracket system is being removed completely. So no elimination clans will be matched against each other with, I mean, clans will be matched against each other with similar points, and there is no longer a elimination system, which means you are keep on doing these wars every single week, and the more you win, the more points you are going to earn. And this way, the clans with the highest point and similar points are going to compete with one another, and this way they won't be able to bully the weaker clan. So this is really good making sure the experience for the free to play or mid spender clans are going to be somewhat a lot more fair. And then the top 10 claims with the highest score at the end of the cycle of Strife will earn major rewards. Also, claims placing 11 to 20 will also receive solid rewards. Early matches may pair higher and lower skill claim, but as matches progress, the system balances match up for more fair and competitive battles. So you guys have to bear the first week, then after that things will settle down once the scoring system start picking up. Then we have fabled shadow clock, and these clocks are unlocked as at set clan ranks as your clan levels up through deeds and valors in cycle of strife. Clock grows in magnificence as your clan gains momentum. So the more points you earn, the higher quality of clock you unlock or the next level of clock. And there are going to be three of them if I am not mistaken. Also, they are simplifying the clan tasks, which mean tasks have been streamlined to make leveling easier. Also, Rite of Exile has been removed as a clan focus option because it was too unpredictable. And I really wonder what they are going to replace it with, because it is going to change a lot of things. And lastly, contract tasks have been reduced to match vault chess level, now requiring fewer players while granting the best rewards. Let's see how this one looks like. And lastly, for the cycle of strife is the Akiba ordeal. Crave through Akiba ordeal, a shadow clan exclusive fight for 4 players or solo. And before we could do assembly, but now we can fight like 2 bosses. Require players to defeat 2 bosses to claim victory. Also, rewards are going to be Akiba ordeal. Grant marks of Akiba is exactly the same as the assembly thing. Marks of Akiba strengthen your clan, shadow clan during the cycle of strife. So we are getting the boss fight. You could say it's like the Kion ordeal thing from the Immortal side. Pretty similar, but instead of fighting uh 4 bosses, we are going to fight 2 bosses with with 4 members or solo. So this is actually looking quite nice, and I am interested in seeing how it will go. And lastly, we are getting huge changes for the familiars, and developers also has to say something about it. So for the familiar system improvement, after converting a familiar, you can choose to keep either one of the original material familiar or the conversion results. This reduces the risk of losing stronger familiar during conversion. This change also applies to aberrant conversion using conversion store. Also, conversion output adjustment is coming, meaning slight changes to the passive skills aberrant familiar receive upon conversion. To better match players' demand, aberrant familiars will now more often receive fewer rare passive skills, improving the odds of useful combination. And the reason is, at least what developer has to say, the reason of change. Previously, aberrant familiar from normal conversion often had too many rare passive skills, making them harder to sell and less useful as conversion material. To balance this, we have adjusted the passive skill distribution so they now receive fewer rare skills on average. Also note, this does not affect the overall drop rate of aberrant familiars, only their skill distribution. And lastly, familiar shop changes. Familiar shop refresh timer. The shop will now display the next refresh time, helping players plan purchase because bidding phase is coming. Meaning, for the first 10 seconds of the shop refresh, purchases will go through a bidding process. This prevents players from instantly buying the lowest price familiar. So you have to go through the bidding now, and whoever gets lucky is going to get it. Then price adjustment. The maximum price for familiar with one of the fewer legendary skills have been updated to make pricing more accurate and easier to sell. And lastly, extended trade freeze. The freeze period after trading a familiar is now 7 days, increased from before. I think it was 1 day before, I'm not sure. But this is just a sneak peek. There is a lot more, guys, that is coming, which I cannot share. But I hope you guys are excited because I am, and also there is new legendary gems as well that I already have shared with you guys, but you can read this, give it a pause and read them. But yeah, it is looking really cool. Do let me know what are your thoughts on this, and I'll see you guys in the next one with more official news. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye, guys.